Have you and your wife ever sat down and had like a serious business conversation where she's like, I think we need to move to Kansas and I think you need to try out for the Chiefs?
No, football aside, just like from like a marketing approach, I think it'd be insane.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Party Chat. This is my co-host, Ben.
What's up, everybody?
And we are with I want to say NFL legend. I know that sounds crazy, but a real NFL living legend of the game, an influencer. He's just turning this sport on its head.
A husband.
A dad, a husband.
Lead with those.
He's a man of multiple traits, qualities. We are with Isaac Rochelle.
What's up, Isaac?
What's up? Am I the first unemployed NFL legend?
Yes.
Well, we are also unemployed NFL legends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah,
true.
so we're all the same.
Did used to
level.
work for the league.
We did used to work for the league. So
Wait, actually?
yes.
did, yeah.
In what capacity?
We did some like Instagram stuff.
Okay, that's fitting. Based
Social
on where we're
media.
at,
Yeah. So just a bunch of unemployed NFL, ex-NFL
Got on
guys.
the field
Yeah,
a few
whatever.
times. I think I probably. You think I could have? What do you think I could have played?
Give us the height, weight.
We got 5'10" and a half coming in at a $190.
I mean, you said you interviewed Tyreek Hill, so that's like the same
Dude,
thing, right?
Same height, same weight.
It
Well-
looks really different though.
Yeah, it does
crazy.
look
That dude is
different.
absolutely stacked. He has
Nah, he's-
muscle on muscle.
Yeah, he's an absolute specimen. It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
And
But
it's
I could
also
probably dunk on him though if the hoop was the right.
I would bet any amount of money you cannot dunk. for a number of different reasons.
Yeah, we did a segment where he lined up against Tyreek and like had him talk trash on us, and he was like, I don't need to talk
Didn't feel
trash.
comfortable with that one.
I mean, yeah, that's the most disrespectful thing you could say. Like, I don't need to do this.
Yeah, I lined up right across from him. Well, how is dad life going? You're officially a dad.
Yeah, it's a grind. Like, which is the reason I was 30 minutes late to this. I mean, it's like we were just talking about. You just can't explain it until you're in it, and it's crazy. But it's the best thing ever. I think it definitely takes a little bit of time to just get used to the grind and fall in love with the grind and fall in love with your baby. But when you're at that place, which is where I'm at now, it's like the best thing ever.
Dude, I was actually thinking about that today because I know we were going to talk about dad stuff, what you just said about falling in love with your baby. When I first had my baby, I thought I was biologically just going to change and everything
Yes.
was going to make sense. And I was like, all right, like this is it. Like I'm totally, I guess, attached in the whole thing. And not that I don't want to sit down here and say I don't love my baby. I love my baby when she was first born. But it
But not anymore.
definitely is different. There's a different connection that the mom has to the baby when she first comes out.
I'm so glad you're saying that because I got like annoyed because I'm like, not at the baby, at all these people who are like, dude, the minute I saw my baby, my whole world changed. I'm like, bro, I was in a like OR, like traumatized. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is like a serious surgery because my wife had a C-section.
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
the last thing I'm thinking about is like,
Because the baby's
The
10 pounds, right? I saw that.
yeah, it's a unit. The baby she came out a unit, and then they
He's
hold
at
up
the
the
end.
baby, and I'm like this was like intense. Like,
Right.
and you're like, are you ready to see the baby? I'm like, I need therapy. Like, I don't need like, I need way more than just seeing a baby. So I agree. It takes time, and I think for the guy, it's just different. We're not like chemically wired to just immediately be like,
Right.
this is the best thing ever.
And you hear so many stories. I remember thinking to myself, like, oh my God, am I like a bad dad? Because
Right.
so many dads are like, from the moment I saw you, or like you're at all the wedding speeches. Like, I remember the day you were born, and I was like, dude, the day you were born, I was pulling a leg back, seeing shit I never thought I'd see before.
Right.
And I'm
You're
like,
like-
what? I'm like, that's not
Bro, totally.
That wasn't the moment I fell in love with my daughter. That's for sure. But
It's so crazy because it's like you're just so thrown into it. I don't know how anybody is like, like I'm saying, like the C-section, you have the baby, you're just immediately in it, you have a crying baby. I don't know how anybody's what guys like everything changed. I'm like,
Yeah.
it takes time to process, so I completely agree. It's actually super funny you said that though.
good. Yeah, I'm glad. I can connect with some of the dads out there. Let them know the truth so they don't have to feel bad. All right, so this pod is called Party Chat. So we love to get right into it. Every time we hit this button, we're going to ask you a different question. It's going to go real fast paced. So are you ready?
I am.
All right, here we go. I want you to walk us through how having a career in the NFL, what that looks like as a practice squad guy.
Yeah, so it's the exact same, except you're not playing. So for me, my practice squad experience was my first year as a rookie. I was on practice squad for a few weeks, went basically 5 seasons, active roster, and then as of late, I've been dealing with the practice squad again. But it's pretty much the same thing. Like day to day, you have the same schedule, you have the same everything, except you're not playing. And then obviously you take a massive L when it comes to pay. But other than that, it's the same.
Wait, so you're on an active roster for 5 seasons?
Yeah,
Why do people just think you're the practice squad guy?
bro.
man?
It's partially my fault, right? Because when I get put on practice squad, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna make some content out of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy though, because a lot of people like just don't know. But I'm like, bro, this is my 7th year. Like,
Yeah.
I've had a great career that I've loved. My wife has loved, and it's been mainly like sunshine and rainbows, like nice. But unfortunately, like the things you talk about and the things that people watch are just like practice squad.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it is crazy because it's just been like an interesting career.
And what are you've done some cool TikToks where you walk through like the finances of like how much you make on practice squad, how that works. So what are the finances? What is it like living on a practice squad paycheck?
Yeah, so I'll go back to my first year because I think that's when like financially being on practice squad, I felt it. Because like after 5 seasons,
Right.
I get put on practice squad. My wife works. Like I'm not like, oh my God, I'm like missing meals. My first year though, when I had this expectation of being on an active roster and then got put on practice squad, that financially was a little bit more difficult. It was also crazy because I got a signing bonus and I had like a projected income that put me in a different tax bracket, but I was making practice squad checks. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah.
But bro, my checks were so small, like I'm not going to be that.
Relatively.
Yeah,
To
relatively.
the NFL.
Yes, and it really is an adjustment if you have the mindset of I'm going to be making all this money. But it's crazy at the time, which I was a psychopath when it came to like saving money. But bro, I was like, I'm gonna live on $150 a week because I still want to save.
Yeah.
Not including rent and stuff. And I was just like in it, like psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of dumb looking back, but it's like I didn't have to do that. But it is an adjustment again if you're gonna like mentally prepare for making more money and then you don't.
And do guys just like bounce from practice squad to practice squad? Like, are there just people who are like, my job, my career, I'm going to spend 15 years in the NFL and I'm just going to start and in the season, then I'll get cut, then I'll just keep bouncing around to practice squads?
Yeah, so it's interesting because like to go back to your other question, right now the range for a practice squad player is, I think it's like $12,000 a week if you're like a rookie making the bottom, and then if you're making the max vet, it's $20,000 a week. So then I post a video on TikTok and people are like, dude, like sign me up. I will literally be a crash test dummy for $20K a week. But you just simply can't make a career out of being on practice squad. I mean, like if you were not good enough, you'd be like, all right, I'll just rock on practice squad because you make good money. But just naturally, you're going to get pushed out of the league because now practice squad is so utilized. Like for instance, I was on practice squad this year and played immediately. Right. Like the whole time on the practice squad, I was playing.
With the Raiders?
Yeah, which is crazy and frustrating, right? Because you're like, all these people are like, you suck, you're on practice squad. And I'm like, well, it's different. It's like very strategic.
Yeah.
But teams utilize that role, so it's very difficult to just be like, all right, I'm just going to rock out on practice squad.
I think when we brought on Joe Flacco,
what a legend, by the way.
We the Browns, me, a part of the team. When we brought on Joe Flacco, PJ Walker, like technically got transferred to the practice squad, and a reporter was like, why did we transfer him to the practice squad? And Stefanski was like, just don't worry about it, man. And there's like so many strategic things that they're pulling off with salary caps and whatnot.
I know, and it's so frustrating because, so like you have the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement. Now the CBA allows veteran players to be on practice squad. 4 years ago, that couldn't happen. So this is like a new thing. And in theory, it's supposed to help guys, right? Like you're at the end of your career, team can sign you on practice squad. Like it gives guys another chance. But teams, owners are super smart. Like they're going to do everything they can do to nickel and dime, take advantage of guys. And now it's being utilized in a way that's hurting a lot of veteran players. So it's kind of weird, like, and frustrating, but I mean, that is a great example. Like, yeah, like don't ask questions. Cause like we have a purpose here.
For sure.
All right.
Here we go.
Isaac, you just had your first child. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I saw that you're already, trying to convince Allison to go for number 2.
Absolutely.
So, and I also saw that you said that if you had a son, you would not make him play football. But I just want to throw some names at you in case he does take up football. I got to throw you some football names. And you just let me know if these have a chance of making the possible name list. Tank.
I like it.
All right. Kool-Aid, named after the safety at Alabama.
Hard no. hard no. Be good for NIL, but
Yeah, true.
yeah.
On that
Kool-Aid
note-
Cooch. We'd have to take the Cooch last name. That'd be kind of sick.
Damn, that is
Kool-Aid
good.
Cooch kind
Rolls off
of
the
kind of
tongue.
rolls, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Scoot.
Scoot and Scotty.
There you go. Could be a little nickname
I'm gonna
action
go
coming in.
soft yes on Scoot.
All right, soft yes. Dude.
Hard no.
You don't like that one?
No. dude.
All right, you probably not gonna like this one. The coldest.
That's somebody's name, right? The
The coldest Crawford.
Yeah. I mean,
You got a
obvious,
nice little air conditioning NIL deal.
you take the L on the name, but you get the NIL deal.
Do you have any NIL names banked? Where you're like this would secure the brand deal for sure.
I think the Cooch
Yeah.
would secure it.
True.
That's just a strong name in general.
Yeah.
Cooch.
The legacy. True.
Yeah, but hard no to that too. As
All
a
right,
man, I have to.
We're gonna speed run the quarterback section. Colt.
Yeah, Colt. I like that.
Peyton.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock with probably all the
Nice.
classic quarterback names.
Steele.
No, I'm not gonna do Steele.
Oh, you don't like that one? What about Gunner?
I grew up in the South. I just picture like a little Southern Gunner.
Gunner.
So I'm gonna go no on Gunner. Gunner.
All right, so we might see a Scoot Rochelle in the league. Or a
Maybe.
Scoot-
Yeah.
That
Scoot
could
Cooch.
be huge.
Scooty Cooch.
There we go.
That doesn't sound right. It doesn't feel right. Scooty Cooch just feels wrong. I don't.
Scooty.
Scooty
Nice.
Cooch.
Look at Scooty. Scoot. He's at the 40.
I feel like Scoot could be a nickname for Scotty though.
Yeah, absolutely.
True.
Kind of a cute nickname.
True.
Yeah. So I don't know.
We'll see.
First female on the D line in the NFL.
Definitely not, bro. People who comment on my videos like she's gonna be the first NFL quarterback. I'm like, is she? Like, probably not. Like, she's probably not. But
Yeah, most likely not.
yeah.
Have you and your wife ever sat down and had like a serious business conversation where she's like, I think we need to move to Kansas and I think you need to try out for the Chiefs?
No, but it would be unreal. I mean, it would be crazy. Like, obviously, okay, football aside, like whatever, but just like from like a marketing approach, I think it'd be insane.
Yeah. I mean, what it did for Brittany Mahomes, this brand, she's like an A-lister now.
What do you think Allison's strategy would be to become friends with Taylor in that situation?
Allie's pretty smooth. I feel like she just play it cool. Nice. It's been cool to watch though, honestly. Like, and like we were talking about Brittany, like I think it's been cool for Brittany because I just feel like that's kind of like giving her the opportunity to show her personality and show like just the relationships there. And it's been cool to just see like Taylor Swift come in and just like totally change everything.
Yeah.
I think it's cool for Brittany because she's finally getting to live into that like role of like first lady of Kansas City. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think she really got that as much until Taylor came in and then they became BFF. She got the boost.
True.
Yeah.
All right. So my following question is: if we had a 5-on-5 NFL wives flag football match, I need to know what team you're taking and why. So
This is super random.
So we have AFC versus NFC. All right.
Okay.
So team AFC is Alex Earl,
Okay.
Taylor Swift, Brittany Mahomes, Haley Steinfeld, and Rachel Bush.
Okay.
Now on the NFC, we
That's
got
a pretty elite roster.
That's a strong team.
It's nice.
yeah. On the NFC, we have Olivia Culpo, Simone Biles. That's tough. Kylie McDevitt, who's Jason Kelsey's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Allison Cooch, or I don't know. I'm bad with names. Your wife,
Kacharzik. Yeah, we'll go Cooch.
Allie Cooch, and we're gonna put Sierra in the NFC because she was there for a long amount of time.
Okay, that's fair. Russ's wife.
I think this is an obvious NFC.
Okay,
Yeah.
why?
Really?
I mean, Simone Biles, first off.
Yeah.
I mean, she's literally one of the most elite athletes.
Is she
there
the only
is.
athlete on the list?
I mean, don't sleep on my wife.
Yeah, no, I'm curious about that.
No,
yeah.
but yeah, I'm going for sure NFC.
Can
right?
Allie
Which,
throw?
I mean,
Can Allie throw?
she can hold it down.
You think she's quarterbacking the team?
I think she's QB.
Nice.
I'm not guaranteeing
That's
it,
sick.
but
Sit down. Take the bench seats.
Yeah,
who are you taking? I
Now
feel
that
like-
I'm looking at this list, it's definitely the NFC because there's no one that could tackle Simone Biles.
go back to the AFC team one more time.
Alex Earl, Taylor Swift, Brittany Mahomes, Haley Steinfeld, and Rachel Bush.
Yeah, there's not any athleticism in that.
Are we? This is like the old black-white NFL game.
No.
There's not much diversity on the AFC team.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah, it is like the black. It's the black versus
Yo, black-white
black
debate.
NFL wives versus white NFL wives game.
Yikes.
That's that's when people are just deep diving. Like you have nothing to talk about. You're like, let's talk about who would win the black versus white wives flag football game.
What was your pick when obviously when it first went viral? What do you
I think I'm definitely gonna go
Yeah, who do you think?
with the black team.
think? You think?
Yeah. The funniest thing to me with it though is like, cause I am mixed.
Yeah.
Like actually, where do mixed people fall? Like I saw people just throwing mixed guys on the white team, and I'm like, I mean,
Yeah,
we're stretching. Like that's a reach.
That is tough. But yeah, I mean the big tight ends, Travis and Kittle, power rushing attack.
Have you guys met like Miles Garrett or anybody?
I think we did.
I've
once.
seen Miles Garrett.
I played with him. He's an
Large.
absolute specimen. Like those dudes are having to block ends like that. There's no way.
I agree. I would also like to take the black team as well.
Yeah.
So,
You're like, I just want to say this: Black Lives Matter. I'm taking the black team. Just want to put that out there.
You're just a kid from Notre Dame,
Right.
and the Chargers take a chance on you. Do you remember the names of everyone drafted before you?
No. Can you imagine? It's actually, you know how like people say it's an ick, like girls would be like it's an ick. I think it's so like extra when guys pull that card. Like I remember everybody because honestly, when you get to the league and you get in locker rooms, it's kind of cliche. It's anybody's game. Everybody's competing, right? If you're a first rounder, you're gonna play yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, it comes a point where everybody's competing.
yeah.
The names before you, it's done. Hayes in the barn. Like you got to get to work. So and definitely as you know, I was picked 225. Like
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you'd just rattle off 224
it'd be
names real
impressive.
quick.
That'd be a great.
I couldn't even name.
We should just have you read it off the list and pretend like that happened.
Yeah, I'm like.
What year were you drafted?
2017. I think the first pick was Miles.
Oh wow.
Right? Am I tripping?
Was he? I think you're right.
Understandably so.
With
I
the
mean,
Browns,
the dude.
yeah.
Yeah, because he was at the. I remember him being at the combine.
Yeah. No. Yeah, because
Oh my God! You had to go in the combine. You're in the combine with Miles Garrett. That's insane.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, we're supposed to be here.
How many
right?
reps on 225?
I did 26.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's
I wonder what I
insane.
could do now. The combine, all that stuff. I mean, it's a necessary evil, but looking back, like I hated doing all that stuff because it's just unnecessarily stressful. And if you're a high stress guy, and like those type draft situations, you're overthinking it. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
So-
Okay, so the second part of that question is you make it to the league. All of a sudden, you are not just a man, but you're a video game character as well.
Yeah.
You're in Madden.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sick.
What is the first thing you do when did you get Madden and play as yourself right away?
I didn't.
No.
I didn't.
Why?
That didn't really hype me up like that. I was never a big video game guy. Like, yeah, I grew up on a farm. Like, I didn't really have video games like that. We just kind of like,
Fair enough.
yeah.
So if Madden could add another game mode like outside of football, off the field, so that you would play it more, what is that game mode?
I have no clue. Maybe like what's the like diner game? But like for dads, like change a diaper.
The like
Oh wait,
kitchen game.
yeah. No,
where-
there's no version, but I'm
nice.
kind of joking around. But yeah, the kitchen
Nice.
game, but like changing diapers.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That sounds like a great game, dude.
Yeah. Yikes. Said nobody ever. But I'm just not.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
not
more,
a
I
huge video
got
game
more.
guy.
Alright.
All right, so the last piece of that,
Three-parter.
and I'm sure that you really care about this, but your Madden rating was 68, I believe.
Yeah, holding it down.
At
That's
its highest.
pretty good.
Yeah.
68 at its highest. We think that you at least deserve to be a 69 or higher.
Yeah.
And so, because of that, we're going to call up Madden right now
Here we go.
and let you make a case to them. We did this with Tyreek as well. And he actually
Wait, is there actually a hotline?
yeah, there's a hotline. We did this with Tyreek, and he actually became a 99 like 2 days later.
Yeah, I mean, it probably had 100% to do with the phone call.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a nice toss, by the way. So this is now me making my campaign?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's Ocho. You read the Madden rating to just the hotline.
What, this is actually
Who
Yeah, that's real.
you think should have a higher rating and why? But you better bring us some facts we haven't already considered. Otherwise, don't even bother.
Hey, what's up, Ocho? I don't know if am I supposed to be talking to Ocho?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, there's multiple people here, by the way, Ocho. But since I've been on unpaid paternity leave, I've had a lot of time to think, and I think I need 2 points on my Madden rating. Reason being, I think just the tenure, right? 7 years.
Say dad strength.
Yeah, dad strength kicks in. A lot of changed diapers. The
Baby's
grind.
10 pounds.
Yeah, and the baby's 10 pounds. You don't care about that, Ocho. You're not going to listen to this, but appreciate you. Bye.
Great. That was awesome.
Give him a 70, Madden.
Get a 70.
We got a chance.
I think we got a chance.
We got a chance.
I think we got a chance. All right. Let's talk more about NFL, like wives and stuff. So I'm gonna throw you some names of couples of new power couples in the NFL because people are starting to yearn for some different couples out there to be attached to. So here's some names of potential NFL couples. You tell me if you ship it or you sink it.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to name a couple, and then I'm going to give you the couple name. Jamar Chase and Selena Gomez, Jamina.
Wait, is Jamina like the...
The couple
Their
name.
couple name.
Like what you call it.
Yikes. Just not at them, just in general, couple names.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
I'm gonna sink that.
Sink it.
The
All right.
name is tough.
All right. Max Crosby and Ice Spice, Mice Spice.
I mean, because I know Max's wife and his whole family,
Oh.
I'm gonna go a hardcore sink.
Okay.
You're like, oh, great. He's got a great family, by the way.
Right. Yeah, no. I would sink it too. These are just computer generated.
Dude,
You're like, yeah, I would never create this question with a married man.
Who wrote
Are you
this?
kidding me?
Miles Garrett and Miley Cyrus, Milesley.
Maybe just Milesley
Yeah.
or Misley. Yes, we're taking that.
That'd be a good
What
one.
was it? Sink or
Ship or sink.
ship? Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, ship.
yeah, ship. That'd be
Ship it.
sweet.
All right. Yeah, and also you can comment on the relationship, why it works. You know some of these guys. Justin Jefferson and Olivia Rodrigo. Jolivia Rodgritty.
Rod. I mean, that's randomly on point.
Yeah.
That's a ship for sure.
Let's go.
Mouthful.
Okay. Odell Beckham Jr. and Gwen Stefani. Goodell.
I mean, that's the hardest yes. Goodell?
yeah, Goodell.
Yeah, for
That'd be
obvious
sweet.
reasons.
That would
Odell
be a
and like
power
a cougar.
couple.
She's older than him significantly, right?
Yeah. All right. This is a super wild card, but I
Yeah,
think
I'm like, I was like, I don't know. We want to bring that. How old is Gwen Stefani?
I don't know, but she's aged so gracefully.
Yeah.
40.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Here's one. This one is my favorite one so far. Jack Harlow
Okay.
and Sarah Thomas, who's the referee who's a woman.
Okay.
It's an NFL power couple. That would be hype.
We are reaching.
That would be so hype.
Side note, not to change the subject, did we see Jack Harlow's halftime
Oh
performance?
my god.
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
They
what's
did
your
that
read
man
on
so
that?
dirty.
I'm just asking. We'll just
Yeah.
leave it at that.
Okay, yeah, we can
But-
shit on it. It sucked.
Dude,
but-
he didn't do bad, but it was like I don't know why they just put a
On
a
TV
igloo and
Had to
rap
be a
on
low
TV
budget
is, Rap on
situation.
TV is just hard in general, I think.
Yeah.
It just sounds bad. Like the beat, the bass isn't there, I feel like.
well, Snoop Dogg did a pretty good job.
That's true.
Yeah, it was tough.
That's true.
But I'm taking that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That's a ship situation.
that would be cool.
That would be the greatest Drewski skit of all time.
Yeah.
All right,
Carl Cheffers could never be a power couple.
Who?
Nothing. He's a head official. All right. I want to see if your NFL knowledge, if you're staying game ready, if your NFL knowledge is still there. So I'm going to quiz you on some of these refereeing signs. You tell me what these penalties are.
Blocking the back.
Illegal contact.
Okay.
Actually,
which could be a block.
could
in the
be a
back.
block in the back. I think that's right.
It's a form of.
Wow.
That's 1 for 1.
That's like a take it back up to the teacher and prove your right scenario.
Yeah.
What about
Is that offsides? This is embarrassing on my part
I-
or your part. One
offsides-
of us is embarrassing.
offsides? Is this?
Okay. Wait, what is this? Give me multiple choice.
That's the T-pose.
That's okay. We'll go timeout, unsportsmanlike conduct, or illegal man downfield.
Definitely timeout.
Ooh, no, it's unsportsmanlike conduct.
Wouldn't know that. I'm a
Stand-up
I,
guy.
Yeah, I keep it.
He's
it
a
clean.
father now, dude.
Yeah, dude. I can't have my daughter watching old film.
What
with me.
What about
This is embarrassing.
I don't know me either, to be honest.
Uh,
As an ex-NFL employee.
holding? No, this is holding.
Yeah.
give him a point? for
Yeah.
that?
Okay. It's okay. Let's go offside.
That's illegally touched ball.
And what
that's
scenario does that even
These are all
happen?
very difficult. You don't see these a lot. What about
touchdown?
Come on.
nice?
Got to get one right.
A couple more.
That's the Key and Peele one pump.
Yeah.
We'll count it. It's technically loss of down. Two
Wow,
more.
you just for the record, we've resorted to loss of down.
That's where we're at this interview.
yeah.
Two more.
It's also illegal touch or whatever it was. Blocking the back.
Is it?
Pass interference.
Oh, duh.
All right, last one. This is
You should replay his first one because that's almost identical. But go ahead.
All right, my bad.
He just repeats mine.
Yeah, he's just everyone. That is challenge the play.
No,
That's what it feels like.
it does kind of look like that. It's touchback.
Okay.
Wow, that was a good one.
This is a bloodbath.
All right.
Yeah, that was a battle that we both lost. By the way.
I suck at that.
Yeah, that was bad.
I'm a dad. You're a dad. Let's tell some dad jokes.
Wow.
Why should you never take a bath with a Pokemon? Because they might Pikachu.
Why shouldn't you wear glasses when you play football?
Why?
How come?
It's more of a contact sport.
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
I'm gonna need a formal explanation.
No eye. It's like fish with no eyes.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead.
wow. This guy's in his bag right now. I love my furniture. Me and my recliner go way back.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Dude. That one
Is that great?
sucks, bro.
What did the custodian say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies.
These are brutal. These are brutal.
That one hurt.
Is
That one
this-
hurt you.
Was it? Yeah, it's
He went.
like.
All right, go ahead.
Was this a Google search, by the way? Was this like?
I think it was like a.
This is right off
curation,
the dome.
A curation. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
You're carrying around your baby and you say, "Is there a return policy on this thing?"
Oh, that's electric. That's a classic.
You can evolve that too. That can be
Yeah,
still looking for the return policy.
There's something there.
that's good.
That's one you can use a lot.
Yeah, I love
Anywhere
that one.
I can return. Anything else you'd like? Could I return this?
Yeah,
Knock knock.
who's there?
Cargo.
Cargo who?
No. Owls go who? Cars go beep beep. Okay, and that's the end of the segment.
Yikes!
Thank the Lord, dude.
Yikes!
Segment blows.
Can all take a breath.
worst segment we've ever
Yeah,
done.
God, dog.
A bunch of states have NFL teams. There's 32 NFL teams, but some cities and states aren't as lucky. So I want you to help me name these teams for when the NFL expands to these cities. Austin.
I think you go Dirty Dogs.
The Austin Dirty Dogs is
That's the
sick.
first.
That's awesome,
Have
dude.
you been holding
I
on
mean,
to that?
Austin Dirty Dogs.
Ooh, damn.
ADD.
They're coming for the Lombardi Trophy.
I got a little bit of that.
Yeah. London.
I feel like you got to go basic London Knights.
Ooh, that's cool. I was going to say the Governors.
The governor.
Spell it with like UH at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Next one is Sacramento.
I mean, I feel like that you got to go with the sacks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sacramento
Wow.
sacks.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
sick.
Got to go with the sacks.
Yeah, just build around the D line.
Yeah, no doubt.
Love it. St. Louis. Bit of a sad one.
Yeah, it is. Do we play on the arch?
Ooh, that's cool.
Let's play on it. Let's ride it.
The St. Louis Archers.
Ooh, that's cool. I like that.
These are
Not too predictable.
Yeah,
It's cool.
yeah, but it plays.
It does. Not a city it's a borough. Brooklyn.
I have my mind ran. I'm gonna not say some of the things that I was thinking, but
I think mine went to the same place.
Well,
I don't know why.
I think
I think it went to the exact same place.
what?
My
mind
I'm not even. I'm
My mind didn't get
don't want to
register.
put that out in the world.
You guys on the same brainwaves?
It's dad brain.
Stop
It's
leaving me
that-
out, dude.
you know, it's sleep deprived. Your mind goes to dark places.
Brooklyn balls.
No, just
Brooklyn. I mean, isn't Brooklyn? No, that's Harlem. It's known for like the art scene. I'm gonna defer.
oh, good answer. That's a great answer.
What about
I'm just gonna defer.
That was
what about
impressive. Impressive.
on that note, what about
Defer.
Sagandis?
Where Sagandi is where?
Sagandis nuts.
Good one.
Nice.
That
That's
was-
the team name.
That was good.
All
He's
right.
like, all right, I'm done with this interview now.
Oh yeah, it's been nice.
I got
but-
I got two really important final cities that aren't nuts jokes. Orlando.
But just by the way, we've made multiple because Saks was kind of
That's true.
it's got multiple meanings. But
Raising awareness for testicular
Hey, there you go. That's a positive spin on it.
things.
Okay.
Orlando mice. Let's go Mickey Mouse
Ooh,
mice.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Not super intimidating.
Yeah, at all.
Just
Maybe-
like I want to know who could play for them. Max Crosby, My Spice. Get them out there.
There you
Be
go.
great.
I thought that was a
Yeah.
toughness. Dig. Honolulu. Bring Hawaii to the league.
The Honolulu Ooses.
Ooses.
Yeah, like Oos, like poly. I mean, it's not poly people, but
Yeah,
Oos is like a. Have you never heard the term?
Oh, I've definitely heard it.
I've heard it.
Yeah, like Polynesian guys will always be like, "What's up, Oos?"
Yeah, it's like
That's
bro.
sick.
I mean, again, totally not like
Gonna
polys are
happen.
not Hawaiian people at all.
For sure.
I would call them the haunted W's. What's the rule on getting autographs as an NFL player in the NFL?
Like from other players.
Yeah, like getting memorabilia, getting autographs. What
It's
do you feel like
chill.
is the unspoken rules of it?
Like, don't force it. I think like if you're a guy who's not talk to a random guy, don't just be going up to him randomly like, "Hey, can you sign this?" And like, there's no relationship. It's weird. But guys are pretty chill.
What about jersey swaps? Is there like a unspoken rule that you can only jersey swap with someone who's as
At
good
your
as you?
caliber.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been a big jersey swap guy, only with the homies. But I think kind of it is an unwritten rule. Like, I'm not going up to like Tom Brady, never talk to him. Like, yo, can we switch jerseys?
Hey, give me that fucking jersey, dude.
Like, what would he even say?
A swap?
Like, I don't even know what he would say. He'd probably be nice, but
That'd probably be super nice.
he'd probably be great. Or he'd switch a jersey. That'd be legendary. Yeah.
Okay, next one is your favorite dad hack or product so far.
I think so I've actually made fun of it a little bit on my TikTok, the Duna stroller.
What do you think about it?
I love it.
It's the greatest invention of all time.
It is. It's weirdly short, which they need extenders. It needs to be for taller guys. But, I mean, to go from like sport mode to chill mode to everything,
It's like a crock.
it is. It's the car seat of Crocs or
Yeah.
vice versa, however you say that.
Yeah, and the fact that I was like, why do we have a stroller? That was my whole thing. I was like, we don't even need a stroller. We can just have this car seat.
But that's my knock, is it's not like if you're like gonna go around a mall or like you're gonna be walking a lot, it's not ideal because it's small, wheels are small, but that thing is nice.
Yeah, that thing's worth the money. I'm gonna have to hit the button. Josh Hart tweeted out, "Have y'all ever tasted y'all significant other's breast milk? Asking for a friend." I'm also just asking for a friend. Have any of us here done that?
If you're like, yeah, I have. I'm like, dude, you're on like a weird life trajectory.
This is gaming. This is a gaming podcast. We've done some weird stuff.
I've definitely tried it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, have you not?
I have not.
I feel like that's like a rite of passage.
This
God,
may be
maybe I
dumb
should.
because I'm a little out of the loop. But do you go straight from the source or you go from the bottle?
The bottle.
Yeah, you got to. Well, you don't know what my answer is going to be, but I agree.
Okay,
I
don't know what I'm talking about.
Sorry, I got nervous.
The extent of my trying is just like how you temp check. I don't know what type of temp check guy you are, but I'll put a little bit right here and like literally taste it.
Like a
And,
cat.
like temp check it like a cat. Yeah, like a cat.
I don't
It's just the
temp
cleanest
check.
way to temp check.
I've never temp checked before. I mean, I don't. But do you heat it up? I guess.
Yeah, we have a bottle.
Oh, so you make sure it's
Heater.
not hot.
Yeah, but you've never we can't talk about the taste because you've never.
Well, what do you think it tastes? What did?
It's like a little sweet.
Wow, because I thought it was gonna be sour.
No, super sweet.
What?
And again, this is not like I've like been like protein shake like.
Like you put it in
No,
the
this is
shaker.
like I've tasted it. But
Sorry,
not
Ali. I
like-
thought this was the normal milk.
I,
Or
can't-
did I?
I cannot tell
Yeah,
if you're
right.
playing like a huge long game with me where you're like, dude, it's so sweet, and then I go home and I taste it, and I'm just like, ugh.
No, it's definitely sweet. You have to think about like a baby.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
they're drinking the same thing for literally months. It's not gonna be like sour. It's gonna be like sweet, something that's like very like
Yeah. Okay.
kind of makes sense.
Okay. Great. Well, that question went better than expected. I was nervous to even ask it. So,
You gotta taste it though.
Yeah. Maybe.
For sure.
I
No.
was like, there you go. Do you go straight from the source?
Yeah.
I know.
I was curious.
I mean, it's an honest question, right? Like, but yeah, no, it's sweet. You should taste it.
I want you to list, in your opinion, some of the greatest practice squad players of all time. Just some of them that you can think of.
Well, it'd have to be guys that are actually playing.
Yeah.
So, myself, like I was practice squad this year, like I said, but I played.
Yeah.
Craziest thing in the world. Very weird. As of recent, there's been some like guys, like wasn't Adrian Peterson on practice squad at one point?
Yeah, I think so.
He was. Leonard Fournette was on practice squad.
Whoa.
Like, because again, it's this vet practice squad rule. They're signing guys on practice squad saying like, we're gonna elevate you.
Oh, I got a goat one. Philip Lindsay.
His
That's a good
career
practice
is
squad.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Bro,
He
this
was
dude
undrafted?
was literally a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
And now they look at him like he's like trash. I'm like, this dude is a great player. Like,
Yeah.
It was crazy. He had a crazy. He reminds me of like Jeremy Lin.
yeah.
wow. What a legend.
another.
It's nice to be a basketball version of that, though, where you can sign
Yeah,
like
true.
a max deal, but like,
Yeah.
you know, maybe your career doesn't end up how
That
you
is
want it
sick.
to, but you're loaded.
Trying to think.
Josh Dobbs.
Oh, I love Josh.
Bit of a
Dobbs.
resurgence.
Yeah, I know him very well. Great guy.
Great
Did you
dude.
play with him at Cleveland?
So yes, and I've known him since like I was younger because he's
That's
from Georgia. I feel like I just saw somebody this year and I was like, okay, this practice squad is getting out of control. Where it was somebody that was like, they should not be on practice squad. Who knows? Yeah, it's out of control though.
Was Puka on practice squad this year?
No,
what
he's
a legend. He's hilarious. He had an interview after a game and he's like, yeah, like that was super sweet, like great game. I'm like, this kid's in like 5th grade, but like
Yeah.
literally a beast.
Yeah, he's nuts, dude.
No, he's a beast.
That's been an awesome story to watch.
Okay, and then what do you feel like is the gap? And this is kind of an interesting question because I feel like you might have answered this already. But what do you feel like is the gap between practice squad players and like NFL All-Stars? Do you feel like it's a huge gap, or do you feel like it's just guys who have like one or two things missing that they just can't get there? Or what do you feel like the big differences are?
So practice squad is super tough.
Yeah.
Because, and I'll use myself as the example. So last year, now with the Raiders, with the Browns, I started every single preseason game. So it was like Miles not playing. Who are you going to start? Who's the next best guy? Okay, Isaac. You're going to play a quarter, come out the game because we don't need to see you play in preseason.
Right.
I get released and put on practice squad. So, and there's guys that I was playing over that made the team, right? So then you look at like that, it's like there's no gap, right? Like you
Right.
could have a practice squad player that like should be playing, is going to play, no gap. Between, somebody that's just on the roster, right? Between Myles Garrett, there's a gap, obviously.
Right.
But between just somebody playing, it's the same. Now, on the flip side, you do have guys on practice squad who are developing, getting better. They have a lot of opportunity to just like get better every day, be in the building, go through the same routine. In that case, there is a gap. But it all depends on how you're utilized on practice squad, where you're at in your career, what your contract structure is, and like all these different things. So it just depends.
And are there any times where in your career where you went too hard on like an all-star at practice and they had to tell you to chill?
No. Well, and again, like I spent the majority of my career like
On the other side, yeah.
yeah, like I've been playing.
Right,
so it's
right.
not like, when I like my whole time with the Chargers, pretty much I was playing.
You ever
Except for when I was a rookie.
You ever see someone at practice like blow up the quarterback on accident or like
Absolutely not.
hit a receiver on accident?
Absolutely not. It's pretty like they would get rid of you.
Yeah.
Because it is reckless. Like if you're at practice, you should never do that. Like it's just reckless. You have to know how to practice like a pro and like take care of your teammates, etc. So no.
Not a lot of Draymond Greens out there on football fields.
No, what a clip. That clip was crazy.
That
That was crazy. It kind of juiced me up a little bit,
Dude,
though.
Michigan State tight end Draymond Green.
So he was randomly going to retire, and then
Yeah, no. Well,
then
yeah, they were like, you can't keep hitting people, and he's like, I'll retire.
no, but I'm saying like recently, right? Didn't he like say like I'm retiring, and then
Yeah, and then Adam Silver convinced him not to. Apparently, that's the story.
you're in a good place when the
Commish.
is calling you like, hey, dude, you're not retiring.
When's the last time Roger Goodell hit you up?
It's been a minute.
Have you ever talked to Roger Goodell?
No.
One time I fake proposed to his niece. It's a really long story, but
It's weird.
yeah, I'll tell you later.
If you could add one rule to the NFL to make it more entertaining, because it's an entertainment business, what would the rule be?
That's a good question.
While you're
Well, I was going to say, tell me what your rule would be to
while you're
spark
thinking,
some
I've got
thought.
several ideas for you.
Okay.
In this setting, a doink is worth 4 points.
That's interesting.
Double doink?
Double doink,
8 points.
yeah, double the points.
Okay.
6 points. 6
1
points for a
point
double
1 point per dink.
per doink.
Well, 1 per dink.
Dinks
per doink.
are 0 point. Doinks are 4 points.
Yeah.
You like that though?
Yeah, no, I think that's good.
Okay.
All right. I got a couple more for you. This one's kind of controversial. Each team gets to use a taser one time per game.
Yikes. I mean, it would be a game changer.
It would.
Can you imagine last play of the game? You're like,
They still have the taser.
yeah. Well, you'd have to be really strategic because it's like
True.
that could ruin somebody's day if you just play one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, true. You got to save it to the end of the game, as long as it's close. Until one team starts running away with it, then it's taser time.
Imagine the press conference. They're like, Coach, clock was winding down in the third quarter. You decided to burn your taser. Are you happy with that decision?
does every player have a taser? That's the real question
That's
too. Like, is
true.
everybody equipped with a taser?
Eli Apple's just tasing people.
Like just
on the
straight
first play
tasers
of the
ready.
game.
Yeah. They accidentally launched 2 tasers, and then it's a flag.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's great.
What would that signal?
Yeah, I was about to say.
All right. What about capture the player, playoff specific rule? After each playoff win, you get to steal one player from the other team.
Oh wow,
That's cool. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh.
that's kind of a play. You know what's crazy though? Just side note.
What up?
I feel like when you think about like the entertainment piece and like whatever, like I think people would actually be more engaged with that.
Oh, for sure.
For instance, the black-white game, like totally like random, but it would sell so well. Also,
would.
like the high school boys basketball team versus the WNBA team debate, like that would make
Make
so
it
much
happen.
money.
It would.
But so like the player thing, like who cares? That'd be kind of unreal. Could you
Yeah.
imagine like if you just played against a great quarterback and you were like, wait,
That would be nuts. Would you want to set up like a best college team versus worst NFL team.
It wouldn't even
game?
be close.
You wouldn't like that one.
No, I'm just saying it wouldn't be close.
What? So Stetson Bennett, Georgia versus.
It just would not be close. Like,
What if it was all rookies though? What if it was all rookies that got drafted this year?
all rookies that got drafted versus the best college team?
No. All rookies that got drafted, like they're all still in college, like the college all-star team versus the NFL team.
I still don't think it'd be close.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand like how good
NFL teams are.
NFL rosters are. Yeah, like they're good. Like
I just don't think they're that good.
you're like, dude, sign me up. But like the best college team, it's like there's guys on that team who will never they will never play a down in the NFL.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. All right, sorry. Getting back to pitching you some rules. I only have a couple more. Whoever scores the touchdown kicks the extra point.
I like it.
You
That would
like
change play calling in the
You imagine
in the red
like,
zone.
Okay, so
It's like rugby.
so the Detroit Lions, they score a touchdown. Wait, did they score with the lineman guy?
They did run it. First off, their kicker is one of my best friends, Michael
yeah?
Badgley. Yeah,
Oh,
he was in my wedding.
Money
the
Badger.
homie. Yeah, he's the homie.
Oh,
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Why do they call him the Money Badger?
It's just a nickname.
He's money.
Yeah.
Are kickers typically just insane?
Like in what
Like,
sense?
do you notice that of that position versus like generally everyone else in the league? Do you notice that there's like a higher percentage of kind of like heady dudes at that position?
Yeah, I think you have to be.
Yeah.
It's a unique position. He's the type of guy though. He's like a huge locker room guy. He has a lot of positive morale, like good vibes. He's hilarious, like great dude. You guys would love him.
Hell yeah.
Like great guy. Adds a lot to a locker room. But it just depends. Any position has their.
We gotta get Badgley on the pod.
I'd love to be.
You guys would love interviewing him. He's hilarious.
We'll fly to snowy Detroit for him. Only a couple more, like I said. In overtime, the goal line is lit on fire.
Wow, that would throw people off.
That would.
It would
It'd
throw
be
people-
epic, though.
It would be.
Pyrotechnic.
And you wouldn't really want to score, but
Well,
you'd be like risk reward here. Like, are we gonna put our guy in the hospital or are we gonna score?
all right, last one. Each team gets to design their own football field. So you can have like a dog leg left on the field.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And each field is crafted specifically to the flora and fauna of that location. So
That would be interesting.
like in Detroit, you could have some like rusty old cars because that's where Ford
Yikes.
started. You know?
The old Motor City.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think what my rule would be.
In Vegas, there could be like a blackjack table.
Vegas, you just
On the
play
40-yard
outside.
line.
My God, it's so hot.
Yeah, true.
Somebody's not used to that.
I have a rule that I just thought of right now.
Hit me.
Okay, so you know how games can end in ties in the NFL?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
So we take that out, and if a game goes to the end of overtime regulation, then the head coach from each team have to come out and do an Oklahoma drill.
Yikes.
That's
Dan
awesome.
Campbell would just be running dudes over.
Except Vrabel.
Could you imagine the whole team
He's
just
got a
circling
chance.
around?
He's got a chance.
Just circle around the coach, but they just put a helmet on him. That's it. No shoulder pads, just a helmet.
That would be crazy. I mean, they'd have to practice it. You'd be at
Yeah.
practice like, come on, coach. Like, we might need you.
That'd be the most fun part of practice.
Absolutely.
That would also keep like really old coaches out of it. Like Pete Carroll and Belichick, love them. Definitely getting too old to coach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great call. It gets old coaches out of there.
Yeah,
It would get young fast. Also, shout out to Pete Carroll. Great career.
true.
Man.
Thanks for what, long-time listener.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pete.
He's actually flying out there next.
Fan of the pod. All right, so my last one here. NCAA 24, the college football video game is coming out this summer.
Yep.
Who deserves to be on the cover?
I mean, I think obviously the guy from Washington. Was he
Penix?
have another year?
No, he's done, right?
God, he's so good.
He's nasty. That game against UT, he ripped him up.
He's so good though. I mean, the dude it's wild.
Heisman snub too.
It's crazy.
Give him his cover.
If you got transported back into a college game right now, would that be your dream? Like, would you be able to just dominate?
Yeah, I think I would just have such a different mentality. Like like I mentioned the combine stuff, like how I was a high stress guy. As you get older, you play 7 years, like you look back and you're like, why was I overthinking that stuff? Even college, like I just feel like I would be so relaxed and it would change the way I played. So yeah, it'd be crazy.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the PSA brand and Allie and whatever else?
Yeah. So Husband PSA, go to husbandpsa.com and get a hat. They're all great. I'm super biased. But
I'll be buying
this one's
one.
hilarious. I love all our stuff. But
I'm getting married in May. I'll wear
Are
one.
you?
I'll wear a hat to the wedding.
yeah.
We'll see.
Duh. Yikes. No, I'll have to get you some stuff though. But
Appreciate that.
yeah, I posted a Husband PSA video, and I think I was talking about like guys proposing, like propose, here's how you should propose. It blew up. And then I was like, there needs to be a platform, really a relationship platform that's not so corny. Like you see all these like girl dad or like, just these corny like things.
Yes.
And like it needed to be a little bit more like chill. Like let's just talk about it from like a more real perspective. Like let's have fun with it. So then that's what Husband PSA has turned into. And now it's like we have like a team and it's like growing. Like we're really trying to organize some events and do some cool things.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun, especially with enforced paternity leave. I have more time, so have to fill it with something. But yeah, so go to husbandpsa.com and check out what we're doing.
That's
Sweet.
great.
We'll put it in the description of the video as well.
There's some TikTok husbands and dads out there that I feel like their main purpose in life is just to get your wife to send you the TikTok of them doing something that you're never going to do for your wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they're
like
just
literally
like-
me.
They're like, well, no, I feel like you're better than that, but they're like guys who are like, this past weekend, I don't know, I don't want to give a bad example because some people are going to be like, what?
You're like, I don't want to give a specific.
You should be doing that for your wife.
I surprised my wife with dinner.
Yeah,
You're like,
can
dang,
you
dude.
believe this guy?
Yeah, this guy's a loser.
Is this even realistic? All right, last question. For real, last question. I'm 6'1", 180, laser rocket arm. And when I was in the hospital,
Sorry about that, by the way. I don't know what it was for.
for me and my wife, we were pregnant. So we were both in the hospital. But I had a hard time sleeping. Do you know why I had a hard time sleeping?
Because the couches.
Yes. Did you? And how tall are you?
I'm 6'5",
And how much do you weigh?
270.
And did you have to sleep in that same hospital chair that I did?
So mine was like actually kind of comfortable.
Wow.
I had like a couch that turned into a legit bed.
That's sick.
I did. This is shameful, and I feel like people are gonna be like, "Dude, like, grow up. It's about your wife." I did bring an air mattress to the hospital,
that's good.
and like I just floated it out there with the nurses. I'm like, "Dude, is like anybody brought an air mattress? Like, who would do that?" And like was like waiting for the response, and they were like, "Absolutely not." But so I was kind of prepared. I was like, "I'm going down swinging," but the couch was not bad.
It's good. Yeah, a lot of guys get just a lazy boy recliner chair that you have to sleep in at night. So
Wow.
yeah, I was like, there's no way
You
would
can't.
survive that.
Then again, you don't sleep. Like the first night, it was like literally not sleeping because you're just nervous. Like, is the baby alive? What do we do?
Right. It's like the baby's crying, and you're like, oh, the baby needs to stop crying, and then the baby stops crying. You're like, oh my God, is it breathing? You
Yeah,
know? And you're
right.
like-
Yeah, it's just you're back and forth. It's crazy. It is crazy.
All right. Well, that's the pod, Isaac. Thanks for coming on, man.
Of course,
Yo,
appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it, dude.
All right.
And we'll get the money badger next.